Hello, good evening all. Had some technical issues, I guess, but now we are good to go. Can see message from general contents. Good evening, Meha Jain. Good evening. Waiting for others to join in. Sanjay Kumar. Good evening. Others, let me know. Are you here already? I'm waiting for your messages. Are we here? I can see around 10 of them online right now, and others are joining in still. Those who have joined already, please message me once that you are here so that we can start quickly with the topic that we were supposed to start with, which is bailment. Are we here? Are we here? Message from Tanuja. Good evening. Shivani says, good evening, sir. Good evening. Others, waiting still. We were here, as far as I remember. Termination of bailment. Message from Nandini. Good evening. Message from Abdul. Good evening. Okay. Vanna Kamada says, good evening. Okay. Fine. Good evening, everyone. I think most of them have joined already. Those who join in daily have joined already, I guess, on Zoom as well as on YouTube. So let's start quickly with this part is left, I guess. I remember this very well that the lien part is left. I want to start directly with the important topic of finder of lost goods. I want to start with this finder of lost goods. This is where we were, and this was asked in the examination, September 24 examination. This question was basically asked. So starting directly with this, let's take an example. Suppose I was traveling by a cab. I was traveling by a cab from place A to place B. From place A to place B. I was traveling in the cab along with my shopping bags. When I got down from the cab, I forgot one of my bag in the car. So one of my handbag I left in the cab and I forgot to take it with me. Now from place B, the cab went to place C along with my bag in the cab. The cab driver realized after reaching place C that my bag is still in the cab. So all the way from place C, he came back to place B. The cab driver came back from place C again to place B, which obviously involved expenditure of petrol, which was, let's say, rupees 500. Now, the cab driver found me somehow at place B, and that cab driver is asking me that, sir, please pay me rupees 500, the expenses which I have incurred, the necessary expenses which I have incurred. Please pay me this 500 and take your bag. Now I am basically telling the guy that, see, as per section number 71 of Contract Act, finder of lost goods, you were anyway supposed to give me back the bag of mine. Why are you asking for rupees 500? The cab driver says, no sir, it took me an expenditure of 500 rupees worth of petrol to come back from place C to place B, and hence please hand over me my 500 rupees and take your bag. Now, if I don't happen to pay him rupees 500, if I don't happen to pay the cab driver rupees 500, which is the necessary expenses, the lawmaker says the cab driver can exercise lien, but he cannot sue me. He can exercise lien, but he cannot sue me to recover rupees 500 that was necessary expenses. I guess very easy. Let's read this much first. Here we are. Here we go. A person who finds some goods which do not belong to him is called finder of the goods. It is the duty of the finder of the goods to find the true owner and surrender the goods to him. However, important, The finder of goods has no right to sue the owner for compensation for trouble and expense voluntarily incurred by him in finding the owner and preserving the goods found. But he has right to retain the goods, and this is what is lien. This is what is lien. Right to retain the goods until the owner receives such compensation. This much we have studied already. This much we have studied already. Next. So this was the conclusion for rupees 500, which was necessary expenses. Now let's say when he found me, I said to him that I will give you a reward, which we have called now specific reward of rupees 5,000. The bag was so important and contained so many costly clothes that I want you to reward 5,000 as money. The cab driver is very happy. Now the lawmaker says, if I now don't happen to pay this 5,000 rupees, the cab driver can exercise lien also and sue me also. So in case I don't happen to pay to him the specific reward, now he can exercise lien as well and he can sue me as well. Now this was the second half. Here we go. I'll change the color for you. And where the owner has offered a specific reward on the lost goods, the finder may sue the owner for such reward and may retain the goods until then. Are we clear? Are we clear with the first half? Are we clear? Uni, good evening sir. It's Bilal, hoping that you know me. Yes Bilal, I know you already. सर इस चैनल पर आप सब करवा रहे हैं. बिलाल खाली रिवीजन करवा रहे हैं जल्दी जल्दी से. आपका रिवीजन अलग से करवाएंगे, डोंट वरी. ठीक है, आपका रिवीजन अलग से करवाएंगे. ये तो एक क्विक रिवीजन है चेन्नई के स्टूडेंट्स के लिए, जो हमारी ब्रांच के बच्चे हैं, सिर्फ उनके लिए. आपको देखना है तो आप देख सकते हैं. ऑब्वियसली आपका भी फटाक से रिवीजन हो जाएगा, तो आप देख सकते हैं. हम लोग यूनिट नंबर 8-9 खत्म कर रहे हैं कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्ट का. ठीक है, ओके. अदर्स, आर वी क्लियर? आर वी क्लियर? Vanakamada says yes sir. General content says yes sir. That's it. What about others? Abdul, Nandini, Shivani, Tanuja, Sanjay Kumar, Meha Jain. Are we clear? Are we clear with this topic? The lawmaker says next that suppose you are not able to. Okay sir, thank you so much. Okay. Uni Gamer says okay, thank you so much sir. Okay. Now suppose I am not able to find the owner. Suppose I am not able to find the owner. Or let's say if the goods are perishable. Or let's say I found the owner but he is not paying me the necessary expenses. He is not paying me the necessary expenses. The lawmaker says in that case you can sell this. You can sell this if the expenses for finding the owner has been 2/3 of the value. If it is 2/3 of the value of the goods I have already incurred as expenses. So here we are. When a thing which is commonly the subject matter of sale, if lost, if the owner cannot be reasonable diligence be found, you are not able to find the owner. Or if he refuses upon demand to pay the lawful charges to the finder, that is rupees 500, the finder may sell it. First, when it is perishable goods, obviously I cannot wait further because the goods will perish, so I'll sell it quickly. Or when the lawful charges of the finder in respect of the thing found amount to 2/3 of its value. And in my diagram, everything was basically covered. Everything was covered in this diagram. Message from Unique Gamer, Sangeeta, Meha Jain, Tanuja, Nandini, Abdul Rahman, Sanjay Kumar. Okay. Lots of messages already. With that, I think we can move forward then. I covered everything in my diagram and it should be 100% clear. It was there in September 2024 attempt paper and is important. The next one, towards the end of unit number 8 we are. Parth says, sir, लॉ के नोट्स की लिंक कहाँ मिलेगी? पार्थ, आपको 25 दिसंबर को पीडीएफ मिल जाएगा नए नोट्स का. ठीक है, नए समरी नोट्स का. आपको 50 पेज का नोट्स है, 50 पेजेस ऑफ नोट्स कवरिंग द 100% सिलेबस आपको मिल जाएगा 25 को पीडीएफ. और आपको हार्ड कॉपी चाहिए तो हार्ड कॉपी आपको मिल जाएगी 12th को आपके अकाउंट्स के एग्जाम के बाद. आई होप वी आर क्लियर पार्थ. आई होप वी आर क्लियर. Okay, moving forward, the topic which is there in front of me is basically lien. Now, lien basically means taking possession of someone else's goods. So, let's say I sold you some goods. I am yet to deliver the goods to you, but I have realized that you are not going to pay me. In that case, I will exercise lien on the goods. So, lien basically means I have the lawful possession of someone else's goods. The goods are yours, the ownership is yours, but I will retain them until you pay me, and that is what is lien. Okay. Vannakamada sir, please explain the second one, sir. In case specific reward is offered and then it is not paid by me, the cab driver can basically exercise the lien as well and can sue me as well for recovering those rupees 5,000. So Vannakamada, this was the second point. And if I cannot be found, or if the goods are of perishable nature, then the goods can be sold. Okay, so we understood basically what lien is. Having a lawful possession of someone else's goods. You are not the owner. The owner is someone else. But maybe because he is not paying you your dues, you are retaining his goods. And that is what is lien. Now, lien basically are of two types. Let me go into it. One of it is general lien. The other one is specific lien, or I would say particular lien. I want to take an example. A very simple example. Mr. X gave to Mr. Y 10 meters of cotton cloth and 10 meters of silk cloth to be stitched and to be converted into 2 shirts of cotton and 1 sari of silk. So I'll repeat one more time. X gave to Y 10 meters of cotton cloth and 10 meters of silk cloth. The 10 meter of cotton cloth needs to be converted into 2 shirts, and 10 meter of silk cloth needs to be converted into 1 sari. So this is basically something which involves labor, or I would say skill. Okay. Now for the 2 shirts, I am bound to pay Mr. Y rupees 700, and for 1 sari, I am supposed to pay Mr. Y rupees 500. Now, after a few days, I went to Mr. Y and asked him if the shirts and the sari are ready. Y said, yes sir, they are ready. Now, both of them were in perfect condition, but X said that no, shirts are not as per the requirement, not as per the quality. So, I will not pay you for the shirts. This is what X is saying to Y, that I will not pay you for the shirts. I will pay you for the sari. Now, the lawmaker says, see, in this case, Mr. Y has a right to exercise lien on 2 shirts for which he has not received the money, but he cannot exercise lien on the sari for which he has got the money. So for shirts, like I said, I marked it over here, I did not get the money. So on those 2 shirts, I can exercise lien. But as far as sari is concerned, I got the money, rupees 500. So on that, I cannot exercise lien. And this is what is particular lien. Are we clear with this? Those watching online on YouTube and hundreds of them on Zoom, are we clear with this? Are we clear with particular lien? Just 2 requirements. Number 1, sir, there has to be involvement of some labor or skill. And the second criteria, sir, only that thing can be retained for which you have not been paid. For sari, for which you have been paid, you cannot exercise lien on sari. And that is why the word particular lien, because it is one-to-one relationship. Are we clear? Message from general contents, clear sir. Meha Jain says yes sir. Nandini says yes sir. Sangeeta says clear sir. Tanuja says yes sir. Okay. Around 5-6 messages already on YouTube. Fine. Let's move to the next concept. which talks about general lien. With an example, obviously. Shivani says, yes, sir. Okay, thank you. So we have Mr. X who basically wanted a loan from the bank. So we have a bank. Bank gave him a loan of rupees 10 lakhs, for which X pledged gold worth rupees 10 lakhs. Okay, this is one transaction. I took a loan for 10 lakhs and I pledged gold worth rupees 10 lakhs. Now, next, Mr. X further took a loan of rupees 5 lakhs, but this time no pledge was done. No pledge was done. Now, on the due date of repayment, Mr. X paid off this loan, but defaulted in payment of 5 lakhs. I'll repeat, Mr. X on the due date paid off the loan worth rupees 10 lakhs, but defaulted in the loan of rupees 5 lakh. The lawmaker says, sir, this gold which was pledged against 10 lakh worth of loan can be retained for the default of 5 lakh. So you can clearly observe that we don't have one-to-one relationship. The loan worth of 10 lakh was already paid, but the gold that was pledged for rupees 10 lakhs of loan can be retained for another loan which was for 5 lakhs. Means we have something called general balance. As in we don't have one-to-one relationship, and that is why the name is general lien. Are we clear? Both the concepts here in front of you, particular lien and general lien. In particular lien, we had labor or skill. In general lien, we don't have any labor or skill. It is not required. In particular lien, we had one-to-one relationship, whereas in case of general lien, we don't have any one-to-one relationship. It is for general balance. Are we clear with this much? The particular lien and the general lien. I am waiting for your messages. Those 1720 online on YouTube and those hundreds on Zoom. Are we clear? Particular lien and general lien. We have difference between both of them, but first let's understand if you are clear with this much or not. Message from Meha Jain, who says yes sir. Okay. Varna Kamada says with a new font as usual, yes sir. General content says yes sir. Sangeeta says yes sir. Nandini says yes sir. Wow, mashallah. In that case, let's move forward. Now obviously this general lien is a superior right. So this is given to some selected people, that is banks, wharfingers, factors, attorney of law and insurance brokers. Only these 5 people can exercise general lien. All others, for example, finder of lost goods, the pawnee, all these can exercise particular lien only. So only these 5, I'll repeat for the name for you: the banker, the wharfinger, the factor, attorney of law and insurance broker, policy brokers. Only these can exercise general lien and no other. This covers up the whole topic of particular lien and general lien. You'll find all the words which we spoke of: labor or skill. Then we talk about general lien, we talked about here general balance, and here the names. Everything we have covered already. And there is a difference between also to further make you understand the concept. Okay, easy peasy. Coming back to the second half of the unit, which is basically pledge. A very small topic, should take around 15-20 minutes to wind up the topic of pledge, because it is very easy and most of it is similar to that of what we did in bailment. A bit of it is different. So basically pledge is a specific type of bailment. As in, Sir, you gave away your furniture to a bank and bank gave you the loan. This is basically pledge. You basically hand over the possession of your goods to the bank and in return they happen to give you the loan. Obviously you are the pawner, or you can say pledger, and bank is the pawnee or pledgee. Whatever word you like, you can use it. Okay, so a specific type of bailment, it is a very specific type of bailment for in which as a security for the loan you are handing over the goods, and hence pledge is a special type of bailment. Why special? Because there is only one purpose, which is security for repayment, and hence pledge is nothing but bailment only. Here we are. The example: A lends money to B against the security of jewelry deposited by B with him. The bailment of jewelry is a pledge as security for lending the money. Now, like we discussed, B is the pawner and A is the pawnee. Super duper easy. Essentials of pledge, merely 5 easy points. The first one we discussed already: security against payment. Pledge has to be for goods. Sir, which goods? Existing goods. And there has to be a transfer of possession, that is delivery of goods from pledger to the pledgee. So I will basically hand over my gold to you. Now the gold will be in your possession and in return you will give me a loan. So this is basically a pledge, a very specific type of bailment, you can say. Next one, good point, involves a use of brain. Please be a bit focused and try to understand the topic that I'm trying to explain to you. So basically, let's say I gave my furniture to bank and bank gave me the loan. Now we all understand that this is sir pledge. This is pledge. Now with respect to my furniture, bank obviously incurred some labor cost. Labor cost as in they'll obviously handle my furniture properly, will keep it in the warehouse, set it over there, which obviously will involve a labor cost. So basically we have necessary expenses. The lawmaker says that the bank will recover from you not just the principal, not just the interest, but the bank will also recover from you the necessary expenses to take care of your furniture. Now, if you don't pay them the necessary expenses, it says the bank can retain, but it cannot sue. So bank can retain the furniture in case you don't happen to pay them necessary expenses. Let's take another example. Sir, after my furniture was kept in the go down warehouse, let's say there was a termite attack. And bank had to do the termite treatment to safeguard my furniture. Now this is extraordinary expenses. These are extraordinary expenses. The termite treatment that the bank had to do to safeguard my furniture was an extraordinary expenditure. Bank will also recover from me this extraordinary expenditure, and in case I don't happen to pay the bank the extraordinary expenses, the bank cannot retain but can sue me. So both of them are exactly opposite of each other, and this is what we have written over here. Point number A and point number C. This is what I have explained you right now. Point number A and C under rights of pawnee/pledgee. This is what I have explained in this diagram in front of you. Here we are. You can see this. I'll wait maybe for a minute. I will wait maybe for a minute. Point number A and point number C. I hope we are clear with this much. That for necessary expenses, the bank can retain my furniture but cannot sue me. But if I don't happen to pay them extraordinary expenses, in that case, they cannot retain my furniture, but they can always drag me to the court. They can sue me. Are we clear? Nandini, Sangeeta, general contents, Varna Kamada, Meha Jain, Shivani, Thanuja. Are we clear with this much? A very big topic. I tried to sum it up in a diagram to make it very easy for you. I hope we are clear with this much. I hope we are clear with this much. Are we? Can message me quickly? Because point number B is nothing but general lien. Point number B is nothing but general lien, something that we have studied already. Then point number D again is very simple, that in case I don't happen to pay back my loan, the pawnee has a right to sell my goods. After giving me a notice, they can sell away my goods, my furniture, to get their money back. That is point number D. Very easy. Nandini says yes sir. Sangeeta says yes sir. Meha Jain says yes sir. Varna Kamada says yes sir. Shivani yes sir. Okay, around 6 messages I guess on YouTube. General content says yes sir. Fine. General contents has a DP of Mahendra Singh Dhoni, I guess, if I'm not wrong. Thala for a reason. Nice, nice. So here we are, point number D. Pawnee is right where pawner makes default. You can obviously sue the pawner and can also sell his goods after giving him a notice that please, this is the last warning, please pay us back or we will sell your goods. These are the rights of the pawnee, the bank. Rahima says yes sir. Okay. Now let's take an example. Sir, the loan was worth 10 lakhs. The furniture I gave to the bank as a collateral, and I defaulted in the repayment of my loan. In that case, suppose bank happens to sell my furniture. Let's say for 13 lakhs or let's say for 8 lakhs. So the story is, I took a loan of 10 lakhs and defaulted in the repayment. So my furniture will now be sold by the bank after giving me notice. Now suppose this furniture sells for rupees 13 lakhs. Bank will have to hand over me rupees 3 lakhs excess. Bank will have to hand me over excess of rupees 3 lakhs. And in case the furniture sells only for rupees 8 lakhs, in that case, I will have to pay the bank further rupees 2 lakhs. Because the loan was worth 10 lakhs, bank wants obviously the whole of 10 lakhs in cash. This is the second half. This much. We studied this part. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Rights of owner, we just have one right, which is, sir, after repayment of your whole loan, after repayment of the whole of the loan, you obviously have right to redeem, which is you can take back your furniture, you can take back your goods pledged for which you have repaid the loan. And hence you can take back those pledged goods. This is the only right that the pawner has. Duties of pawnee, 100% similar with duties of bailee. These are the exact points that we, except point number C, these are the exact points that you have studied in duties of bailee. Exact same points, duties of bailee. Moni says, good evening, sir. Moni, good evening. The exact same points like duties of bailee. C is different, I guess, which we know already. Once he has repaid you the loan, you obviously, it is a duty of the bank, the pawnee, to give the furniture back, give the pledged goods back because you have got your money. That is point number C. I would say very easy. Then we come to duties of pawner. Then we come towards duties of pawner. Again, everything we have done already. They are same like duties of bailer. Just one different point E, which is something we did just now. Thus, in case of furniture which was worth 10 lakhs, the loan which was worth 10 lakhs, and your furniture got sold for 8 lakhs. Then balance 2 lakh rupees you have to pay. The pawnee sells the goods due to default of the pawner. The pawner must pay the deficit, that is 2 lakh rupees in our example above. Rest all points are similar to what we studied in duties of bailer. The last point, pledge by non-owners. So this has very much this is very much similar to, I would say, sale by non-owner under Sales of Goods Act. This is very much similar to sale by non-owner under Sales of Goods Act. So what I'll do is, when I'll be covering Sales of Goods Act, I will cover this particular point along with Sales of Goods Act. So for the time being, we are not discussing this pledge by non-owners because the points are very much 99% similar to what we will study in Sales of Goods Act under topic unit number 3, which is sale by non-owner. So the points are very much similar. So we'll study it in Sales of Goods Act. The last point and the unit number 8 is over, which is bailment versus pledge. Let's try to recollect the points without seeing in the book. The easiest point would be, under pledge we have pawner and pawnee. Under bailment we have bailer and bailee. Bailment can be for gratuitous or as well as non-gratuitous, but pledge will always be non-gratuitous business basically. Third point, bailment has some specific purpose. Bailment has some specific purpose. In pledge we only have one purpose, which is security for repayment. The next one, sir, under bailment you can use the goods of the bailer as a bailee, but in pledge the pawnee cannot use the goods of the pawner. Such an easy point, I would say. The last point, sir, under bailment you cannot sell the goods. As a bailee you cannot sell the goods. Under pledge as a pawnee you can sell the goods if you are not being repaid the loan. And here we are, almost all the points are covered except one, which is right to sell. The easiest point, I would say, under pledge as a bank you can sell them, and under bailment you cannot sell them. I think we discussed it already. This was discussed. Okay, the meaning was left, which is, I think, very easy. So difference is something you can remember already if you have the concepts clear between bailment and pledge. In case your question paper is easy, then you can expect such questions, which is difference between bailment and pledge. Easy peasy. And we come to agency, and we come towards agency. Lengthy topic, I would say. Agency, but a very interesting one. Here we are, agency. Okay, let's start quickly. Here we go, agency. Section 182 of the Act defines agent and principal as: agent means a person employed to do any act for another or to represent another in dealing with the third persons. And the principal means basically the one who is represented. Okay. Now I want you to drag your attention towards the first important question of today, which is test of agency. This has been asked previously in the examinations for 2 marks. This has been asked previously in the examination for 2 marks. Test of agency. So basically what we are discussing is, let's take an example. So we have a principal. He wants to basically sell his car. Now obviously principal is very much occupied. He doesn't have the time. So what he does is he appoints an agent. And tells the agent that please help me sell this car. In case you happen to make a good deal, then I'll obviously pay you brokerage. Agent says okay. So let's say the car was supposed to be sold for rupees 10 lakhs at least. Agent sells it to a third party, sold car for rupees 11 lakhs. Okay, the car was supposed to be sold for at least 10 lakhs. Agent could sell it for rupees 11 lakhs. Now what you need to understand is that, sir, although the contract has happened between these two persons, the third party doesn't know the principal, obviously. Third party knows the agent. So although the contract has happened between agent and the third party, what we are supposed to know is, sir, the doctrine of privity of contract will be between principal and the third party. Means agent is like a shadow. He will basically enter into the contract on behalf of the principal and will push, go away. So basically he will bind the principal to the third party. Now principal will have to sell the car for rupees 11 lakhs to the third party. So basically what agent has done is he has established a privity of contract between principal and third party. And the other thing what he has done is he has bound the principal for his actions. So this basically means principal will now have to sell the car to the third party, and in case third party doesn't make the payment, because of privity of contract between principal and third party, principal can sue the third party. Are we clear with this much? Test of agency is what I am trying to explain to you. The 2 points: capacity to bind, privity of contract. Privity basically means parties to a contract. This is examination question worth 2 marks. Has been asked previously when this was in CA Inter. Are we clear? Are we clear with this much? The first important question for the day worth 2 marks. Are we clear? Message from Monigiri says yes sir. Not sure about others. Not sure about others. Are we clear? First important topic for the day: test of agency. I'll wait for the messages. Meanwhile, I'll move forward. Qui facit per alium facit per se. That is, one who acts through an agent is himself acting. Like I said, agent is a shadow. He will do the work for you and he will be nowhere found. The contract will basically be between principal and the third party. So agent will make the principal bound to the third party and will go away. Shivani says yes sir. Nandini says yes sir. Thanuja says yes sir. Moni says clear sir. Okay, around 4-5 messages. Not sure about others. General content says yes sir. Fine. Okay. A very good question. The second important question: sir, who may be an agent? Who may be an agent? I'll basically want you to drag the attention of yours towards an important question. Again, a past examination question. Just give me a minute. I will help you come to that particular point. An example that is given in the module, it was asked previously in the examination. Just give me a moment. I'll find it for you. The point basically says, even a minor or a person of unsound mind can be appointed as an agent. But if that minor unsound agent does something wrong, principal cannot proceed against him. Principal cannot recover the damages from that minor person or the unsound person. So they can be agents, but they will never be liable for their wrongful actions. This is where I want to take your attention to. Okay, a 4-mark question in the past examination question worth 4 marks. Please see to it and tell me if you are able to understand this. Please see to it and help me to understand if you are clear or not. I will wait. I gave you the conclusion already that agent can be a minor and even unsound mind can be an agent, but they can never be held liable for their wrong actions. Principal cannot proceed against them. This is what the example says. An examination question in the past worth 4 marks. Are we clear? I'll wait. I will wait. Abdul Rahman says clear sir. Moni says clear sir. The main point was this. No right against. Vanakamada says yes sir. General content says understood sir. Wow, thank you so much. Thank you for being responsive today. Thank you. Moving forward. Mark it important. The third important question for the day. See, the first one was test of agency. Very important. The second one was this, that you cannot proceed against a minor or an unsound agent. Third one is this, agent's authority in an emergency. Third important question for the day, which basically goes like this. I'll help you out with an example. Please listen to me carefully. Let's say the principal appointed an agent and gave him the work to transport tomatoes from one city to another city. So basically the agent was authorized to do an act which was driving and transporting the goods. Now agent was supposed to take the goods from Mumbai to Delhi. Now meanwhile, while he was driving the truck, we had a major landslide. And this truck basically got stuck. In between and could not move forward. The driver, the agent waited and waited. The driver waited and waited. But the roads were still not operative. And the 2 days passed by. Now what agent did was, he tried to call the principal, but he could not call. So ultimately what he did was, he sold the tomatoes at 30% less than market value. The market value. I'll repeat for you. Principal appointed the agent, gave him the duty to transport the goods. But meanwhile, we had a landslide and agent was stuck somewhere in between and could not move forward. And 2 days passed by. The agent tried to contact with principal, but he could not contact him. What the agent now did is, he exceeded his authority. And went beyond the authority and sold the tomatoes. The authority was to transport. What he did was sell beyond the authority. And he sold them at 30% less than market value because the tomatoes had started to perish. Now my question to you is, can principal recover this loss from the agent? Listen to my question again. Can principal recover this loss from the agent? What is your answer? Is it yes or is it no? What is your answer? Is it yes or is it no? I am waiting. I'll see all your messages which I'm able to see on the YouTube. Can principal recover the same from the agent? Yes or no? Yes or no? Waiting still. A very good answer from Moni. Vanakamada says no sir. Monish says no, principal cannot recover. Very good. General content says no sir. Tanuja says no sir. Wow, wonderful answers today from almost everyone, from those who have answered. See, you need to understand the points. There are 5 points that are given. That agent can exceed authority when, number 1, he could not contact with the principal. Number 1. Number 2, whatever he did was basically to protect the principal from loss. Whatever he did was of utmost commercial necessity. He had to sell the tomatoes, otherwise the value would become 0. So it was a basically absolute commercial necessity, whatever he did. The 4th one, he did what exactly a prudent person would do in the same situation. And the last one, he should have possession of the goods belonging to the principal with himself. And these are the 5 points that are there here in front of you. I'll mark them for you. Agent should not be in a position to opportunity to communicate with the principal. I'll make it shorter. Number 1. Number 2, definite commercial necessity. Number 3, for the benefit of the principal. Number 3, most reasonable and practical course. And number 4, goods belonging to the principal. And we have a question as well on this point when it was in CA Inter. I remember the question was there, question number 3 of the exercise. I'll open it for you. You can read it once. Here we go. The same question that I discussed with you right now. The same question that I discussed with you right now. Here in front of you. You can have a look. I will wait. You can have a look. I will wait. Maybe I'll wait for 30 seconds. Maybe I'll wait for 30 seconds. Meanwhile, I'll see your messages. Waiting still. Waiting still 15 seconds. Waiting still 15 seconds. Moving forward. Moving forward. So 3 back-to-back important questions we did. The next is subagent and substitute agent. What you need to understand is the main difference between the two. What you need to understand is the main difference between the two. See, subagent is basically the person who has been delegated a work which was supposed to be done by the agent himself. So if the agent delegates his part of the duty to another person, then in that case, that person is called the subagent, and it is unlawful to appoint a subagent. It is unlawful to appoint a subagent. So I'll repeat myself. If an agent delegates a part of his duties to another person, that another person is called a subagent, and it is unlawful to appoint a subagent. Now, as far as substituted agent is concerned, he is the agent of the principal. The substituted agent is the agent of the principal. He has been appointed with the permission of the principal, appointed by the agent obviously, but with the permission of the principal. And he is basically specialized in his job, his work. So that is basically subagent and substituted agent. Subagent and substituted agent. The main difference was point number 2. The main difference was point number 2. So you are saying in English, this is why all concepts easily understandable, because you are saying only book language. Monigiri, thank you so much. I'll take it as a compliment. Vanakamada sir, please explain ratification, sir. Ratification is an easy topic, I would say, but let me still explain to you. The principal told the agent that please bring me pizza. Principal told the agent, please bring a pizza for me. Agent came back along with idli sambar. I think this is how you write it, right? Idli sambar. I don't know. Okay. So basically, principal told the agent, bring a pizza for me, but agent got idli sambar. Now principal will get two options. Either he can accept it or he can reject it, because agent did not do what he was told to do. He got idli sambar which was not told to him. If the principal accepts it, we happen to say it ratification, ratify. But if principal doesn't accept it, in that case it is called disown. Are we clear, Vannakamada? Only for you, I explained the whole concept of ratification. Now you have simple points under ratification, that it can be explicit, it can be implied, it should be for the whole of the transaction, it cannot injure a third party. All those are easy points. But what you need to understand is what exactly is ratification. A subsequent approval of a transaction. Are we clear? Extophil is same. Extophil is as good as section number 28 of Partnership Act. That once you do something, you cannot deny it subsequently. I'll explain it to you. See, there is a closed room. Okay. So we have basically, let's say, a car. Belonging to the principal. Now agent is talking with a third party. Agent is talking with there's no authority. Agent is talking with a third party that I want to sell the car for rupees 5 lakh. This car for rupees 5 lakhs. Now the principal is listening to this, that it is his car, and agent has no authority to sell the car. Principal is listening to this, that agent is dealing with somebody, and even then principal remains quiet. Even then principal remains quiet. He does not intervene in between and says to third party that no, he cannot sell the car. This is my car. Only I can sell it. Principal does not say this. All of them are in a same room. Now third party believes that agent has authority to sell, and third party agrees at 5 lakh. Now principal will have to sell the car for rupees 5 lakhs. This is Estophel. Now principal cannot deny that no, this car was mine. Agent could not sell it. Sorry. No, sorry. You heard it and you kept it quiet. That basically means agent has the authority and now he can sell. So whatever the agent is now doing, you will get bound as a principal. Are we clear, Vannakamada? The point of Estophel, please, only for you. I took 3-4 minutes to explain the whole concept. Principal is bound by the contract now, and he cannot deny the agent's authority to sell. This is what is Estophel. You will be stopped from denying your previous consent. Are we clear, Vannakamada? Inshallah, we are clear. Waiting. Clear, sir? Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Mark this important. The fourth question of today, which I am telling you to be important, is this, which is basically duties and obligations of an agent. As far as my memory is concerned, in your textbook you have, under this topic, example number 30, 31 and 32. All these three examples are very important. All these examples are very important. If you can open the textbook of yours, the main textbook, the module, ICA module, or whatever textbook that you are provided with in your classroom, example number 30, 31 and 32 is for my memory. They are very important. If you have to read it, you can read it now. I'll open it for you. Example 30, 31, 32, if I'm not wrong. No, I'm never wrong. Please read these. These are very important. The fourth important topic for the day is this. Tell me if you are not able to understand this. Please tell me if you are not able to understand this. Example 30 basically says the agent is hiding something from the principal. This is not allowed. The principle of agency is basically that of utmost good faith, fiduciary relationship. Agent cannot hide anything and cannot conceal anything from the principal. Example 31 says the same, that agent knew about something which he did not tell the principal. Not allowed. This is wrong. You cannot hide anything from the principal. And third is also the same. So please read for me example 30, 31 and 32. I would say the fourth important question for the day from your examination point of view. Example 30, 31 and 32. I am waiting. Waiting 30 seconds. Please tell me once you are done with this, if it is clear or not. Please let me know in the comment box so that I can move further. If it is clear or not. We are not yet on part delivery, sir. It is yet to come. We are not yet on part delivery. Yeah, waiting. Example 30, 31, 32. Are we clear? Waiting for your messages. Sir, duties of agent is important. Yes, it is very important. Duties of agent, I have marked it as important. Sir, 30 again. See what is happening is 30 is A directs B to sell A's estate. So basically A is the principal, B is the agent. The principal is saying to the agent that please help me sell my property. Agent buys the property in his own name. He buys it himself, but in the name of C. Now this is something you are hiding from the principal. Why would you hide this? Why would you hide this from the principal? You are not allowed to do the same. Now, because this is a relationship of utmost good faith, and because agent is hiding something, he bought the property himself, but in the name of C, this is not good, and hence example 30. Are we clear now? Repudiate basically means to cancel, So if principal comes to know that agent has hidden something from him, principal can cancel the contract. Monigiri, I hope we are clear with example number 30. Are we? Waiting. Clear, sir. Wow, thank you so much. So if I happen to talk about duties and obligation of the agent, I think they are the easiest the topic in the whole of the unit number 9, I would say. The first one, so obvious, sir. You are basically an employee of the principal. So whatever principal does, you are bound to do the thing. That is point number 1. Duty to follow instructions or customs. Point number 2. Whatever you are doing as an agent, you need to make sure that you are doing it with a great skill and reasonable care. Means in a better way. Third, you need to basically hand over to the principal all the invoices, all the bills, every accounts that basically is with regards to sale and purchase. Hand it over to the principal. Third, whenever in a doubt, please communicate with the principal, because he is the one who has appointed you and he is the one who is going to pay you. So whenever in doubt, communicate with the principal. Next one, you cannot deal in your own account. See, you are working for the principal. Now you cannot do the same business, conflict of interest. You cannot do the same business. You cannot do under the table profits, secret profits. All these are not allowed. This is what is point number 5 and 6. 7, we have studied already that appointment of sub-agent is unlawful. Next, whatever goods that you have sold of the principal and received money for the same, you need to hand it back to the principal, because the money belongs to the principal. It is the principal's goods that you have sold. So whatever money you have received from the third party belongs to the principal, and hence it is your duty as an agent to hand it over back to the principal. The last one, you cannot use the confidential information of the principal against the principal. So if let's say you have the list of clients, the customers of the principal, you cannot contact them by yourself for your own benefit. This is point number 9. Sir, difference between is important? No, not very important. Then we come towards this, which is rights of an agent. See, we have studied duties of an agent. Now we are towards rights of an agent. A very good point, I would say. Not very important, but something you should know. I think first point is very obvious, which is right to remuneration. Whatever work you have done for the principal, you are bound to get remunerated for the same. Means brokerage basically. So you have right to brokerage, and very easy point. Now connected to this point, we have this and we have this. All the 3 points are connected. Let me explain to you scenario number 1. See, what is happening is there can be 2 scenarios. Scenario number 1, principal basically gave you goods, your agent, and you basically sold them to third party. Now third party gave you the money and you will further give that money to the principal. This can be one of the scenarios. The second scenario can be principal gave the goods to agent sold the goods to third party, and third party directly gave the money to the principal. Only 2 possible scenarios are there. Now this is this point and this is this point. Now suppose the goods that you sold as an agent to third party were worth rupees 10 lakhs and you received 10 lakhs from the third party. After selling the goods, you got basically 10 lakhs from the third party. Now it is your right as an agent that from these 10 lakh rupees you can deduct your remuneration, you can deduct as an agent all the expenses that you did to sell the goods, and if any advances that were paid by you, everything you can deduct. So let's say this was 1 lakh, this was 50,000, and this was again 50,000. So basically you will deduct 2 lakh rupees and keep it with yourself and reimburse 8 lakh only. This 2 lakh you will retain, and this is what the point says, retain. But this is obviously possible only when you receive the money first and then you hand over the money to the principal. Only then this is possible. Super easy, I guess. Next. So what if the third party directly pays to the principal? Then how can I retain, how can I deduct my remuneration on all those things? Lawmaker says what you can now do is, in case you still have the goods of the principal, in that case you can exercise lien, because the money is directly going to the principal, so you cannot deduct anything from the money. So all what you can do is you can exercise lien on the goods of the principal. And here we are, point number 1, 2 and 3 done. Are we clear? Are we clear with this and this? I've given you fantastic examples to understand the concept. Are we clear? Waiting for your messages. Are we clear? I will wait 30 seconds for your messages in case we are clear. These two are very easy anyway. I wanted to explain to you these 3 points. Are we clear? Waiting still? Waiting still? So third one, explain again. See, if the third party is directly paying to the principal, then you cannot deduct your remuneration. So what you can do is, you can retain the goods of the principal to recover your remuneration. So if there are any goods which are still left of the principal with the agent will exercise a lien on the goods for recovery of the remuneration. I hope general contents were now clear. Others waiting still? In case of doubt, you can ask me. In case it is clear, you can let me know. Simple as that. Are we clear? Shall I move forward? Waiting. General content says clear, sir. General content says clear, sir. Okay. Waiting still? Meanwhile, I'll move forward till your messages are there in my chat box. Principal's liability to third parties. I framed an example for this. That sir, principal tells the agent to buy mangoes for him. Principal tells the agent to buy mangoes for the principal. Now there can be 3 scenarios. Agent goes to the market and buys the mangoes. That basically means for this transaction, principal is liable. Ahmed says clear, sir. Okay, thank you. Abdul says clear, sir. Thank you, Abdul. Mashallah. Second case, sir, agent was told to buy the mangoes, but he goes to the market and buys stones. Agent liable. So why? Because he has exceeded his authority. And hence agent will be liable. Next scenario. Sir, agent goes to the market and buys mangoes as well as stones. So in case they are separable, like I can find out that mangoes are for this much and stones are for this much. If they are separable, in that case, for mangoes, principal liable, and for stones, agent liable. And if they are not separable, agent liable. Are we clear? Are we clear with this chart? Principal's liability to third parties. Our principal liable basically means principal will now have to pay to the third party. Are we clear with the diagram? Sir, please explain in simple words contract by disqualified persons. Mass 4300L. Sir, basically it basically means, I'll give you an example of disqualified person. Insolvents, convicts, then ambassadors, foreign nationals, all these are basically disqualified, as in trading with enemy, all these things. So if I give you a simple example, suppose let's take an example of Harshad Mehta. Now Harshad Mehta basically did a scam in the stock market in 1992. It was caught. Now what SEBI does is SEBI will ban Harshad Mehta from trading in stock market. So Harshad Mehta becomes disqualified person as far as buying and selling of securities are concerned. I hope we are clear. Mass 4300L. Moving forward. Okay, haven't received your messages yet. Are we clear or not? Where is everyone? All those 15-20 online on YouTube and hundreds on Zoom. Are we clear with this much or not? Please let me know fast. Are we clear with this much or not? Principal's liability to third parties. Waiting. I'll move towards the fifth important question afterwards. General content says clear, sir. Yes, sir. Mass says thank you so much, sir. Nandini says yes, sir. Wow, very good. Thank you. Others, are we here or are we in zombie mode? Are we here or are we in zombie mode? I have around 3 messages till now on YouTube. Many of them on Zoom, but on YouTube I just have as of now 3 messages. That's it. Okay, moving forward further, not waiting anymore. Okay, fifth important question for the day. Fifth important question for the day. Listen to me carefully. Listen to me carefully. The general rule is that if agent does any act for the principal, principal is liable. This is a general rule. That's our agent is like a shadow. We have studied a Latin also. Qui facit per alium facit per se. One who is acting through an agent is himself acting. Now we know this is a general thumb rule that whatever agent does, the principal gets bound and he is liable. What we are now studying is, sir, agent is personally liable. Not the principal, but the agent is personally liable. That basically means exceptions. When is agent personally liable? Let's come to the answer. First one. Foreign principal. Sir, basically if the principal lives abroad, why would third party go abroad and find the principal and sue him? Third party will obviously sue the agent who is in India. So if we have a foreign principal, in that case, agent will be personally liable. Next point, easy point we are discussing right now. Fifth, so when agent exceeds his authority, when agent does something beyond his authority, assuming it is not ratified, agent himself alone will be responsible. So first point very easy, fifth point very easy. First point says foreign principal, then we will basically hold the agent liable personally. And if agent exceeds authority, then agent himself will be liable. Then point number 3. Sir, if the principal is incompetent, let's say when the contract was entered into, principal was of sound mind, because then only you can have a principle of agency, principal and agent's relationship. But let's say after some time the principal became unsound mind. Now agent will be personally liable. So principal was of sound mind when the contract was entered into with the agent, but after that principal became unsound mind. In that case, agent will be held personally liable. Then point number 2. So the agent is agent, but he is acting as a principal. Agent is an agent, but he is acting as a principal against third parties. Means he is not disclosing to the third parties that he is the agent. He is disclosing as if he is the principal. So now agent himself will be personally liable. So agent is an agent, but he is acting as a principal. Fourth point, sir, agent is not the agent, but he is acting as an agent. Understand point number 2 and 4. Under point number 2, he is actually an agent, but he is acting like a principal. In fourth case, he is not the agent at all, but he is acting as an agent. He will still be personally liable. So in all these 5 cases, the agent will be held personally liable. A very important topic, a very lengthy topic, I would say, as far as the words are concerned, but I try to make those points very much easy for you, that sir, when agent is personally liable, agent is personally liable. The 5 cases, try to make it very easy for you. Hopefully you have understood this. In case you have understood, please tell me, are we clear? Like the video please if you haven't liked the video yet. I only see 10, 12, 15, 30 likes. Please like the video and please tell me if we are able to capture this topic or not. Try to make it very easy for you. Foreign principal, agent acting as a principal, principal is incompetent, not an agent acting as an agent, and agent exceeding authority. Vanna Kamada says, yes sir, clear. Had a message from Nandini, general contents previously. Not sure about others, obviously. Not sure about others, obviously. Okay, general contents. Yes sir, okay, okay. Moving forward. Important topic again. 6th important topic. Like I said, agency is very important. 6th important topic, which is termination of agency, which is termination of agency, which is termination of agency. See, I'll make it easy for you. 7 points are there. 7 points are there. Ma says, okay sir, okay, 7 points are there. First, business is over. Second, the human being is over. Third, the mind over. Next, the money is over. And the last, the time is over. That will result in termination of agency. That will result in termination of agency. Means, I'll explain each point. The first one, sir, I hired an agent to sell my car. Now my car is already sold. So agency gets over. Obviously, the agency is over. Second, sir, the principal is no more. The principal is no more. The agency is over. Sir, the person has basically turned into unsound mind. Obviously, they cannot be an agency. Then insolvency. And then suppose I appointed the agent for 7 days for an exhibition in the outskirts of the city. Now that exhibition is over. So agency is over. So simple it is. Here we go. Completion of business. Business is over. Death of principal or the agent. Principal agent becoming unsound mind. Insolvency of the principal and expiry of the time. So over. I'm trying to help you remember the point easily. Over. Business over, human over, mind over, money is over, or time is over. 5 over points. And the last one, principal saying agent bye-bye, agent saying principal bye-bye. So basically this is revocation. This is basically a revocation, and this is basically renunciation. So one is basically revocation and another one is renunciation. So this is how the agency is terminated. This is how the agency is terminated, means gets over. Can you recall without seeing? So the simplest one, the time is over. The second one, the business is over. The human is over. The mind is over. The money is over. 5 over points. Next, principal says to agent bye-bye. Agent says to principal bye-bye. And this is termination of agency. This is termination of agency. Are we clear? Are we clear? Try to make the point very easy for you. Try to make the point very, very simple for you. I hope we are clear. All the 7 points there in front of your screen. You should find it to be very easy now. After my explanation, it should be very easy for you. The last important point that we have, when is agency irrevocable? A very dominating section and a very important section as well for the exams. If the agent is personally interested in the transaction, the agency is irrevocable. Means principal cannot take the authority of the agent that don't do this work. Principal cannot say this. The agent will do that work. A very good example is written. A gives authority to B to sell A's land and to pay himself. Now this is pay himself is personally interested. Personally interested. So when the agent is personally interested in the subject matter of agency, the agency becomes irrevocable. The example one more time for you. A gives authority to B to sell A's land and to pay himself out of the proceeds that is due to him from A. A cannot revoke this authority, nor can it be terminated by the insanity or death. His obviously means principal. So even if principal is died, the agent will do his work and collect his money. So let's take an example. Principal, agent. There is an outstanding debt worth rupees 1 lakhs, which is to be paid by principal to the agent, which has not yet been paid. Now agent is continuously asking for the money from the principal. Now principal says, okay, do one thing, go to a third party, recover my 10 lakh rupees from him, deduct your 1 lakh from the same and hand me over 9 lakh rupees. So this 1 lakh is personally interested. Agent is personally interested. This agency cannot be revoked. Or even by the death of the principal. All the important points of agency are over. Please tell me, are we clear or not? I will wait for your messages and then we'll discuss something out. First tell me, all those are there online on YouTube, 15, 20 and hundreds on Zoom. Are we clear with this much? These were basically 6 important topics. This was the 6th one. Are we clear with this much? All those that are watching, I'll wait for your messages and then we'll discuss something out. First tell me, are we clear with this much? Are we clear with this much? Waiting and then I have to discuss something with you. But first tell me, are we clear with this much or not? I will wait. And then we'll discuss something out. Waiting for your messages. What I then want to discuss is the topics in which you have doubts. After your messages of yes or no, I am waiting to discuss with you the topics in which you have doubts in any of the chapter. It can be negotiable, it can be Companies Act. Please give me a list of topics that you feel that, sir, I want to discuss or revisit the topic. I will wait for 5 minutes. Maybe flip the pages and tell me that, sir, I want to discuss, let's say, corporate wheel. Sir, I want to discuss, let's say, doctrine of indoor management. So I will basically be discussing all those topics now in which you tell me that you have doubts. So please, you have to tell me out, you have to discuss out with me that, sir, I have doubts in these topics and I want to discuss with you these topics. Please help me out. You need to tell me now. I will wait. Vanakamada says, yes, sir. Not sure where are general contents, Moni, Abdul, Nema, I don't know where they are. Partnership Act, please revise, sir. Vanakamada, the whole Partnership Act you are saying or some specific points? The whole of Partnership Act or some specific points? Please tell me that. Because I need to plan my next 2-3 days accordingly. I need to plan my next 2-3 days accordingly based upon your doubts. So Vanakamada, the whole of partnership or some specific topics like expulsion, retirement, or the whole of the chapter. Please, I'm waiting for you. This is the time you need to tell me. If you don't tell me now, the topics will be gone, because now I will be discussing all those topics in which you have doubts, which are not clear to you. Vanakamada says, I think you are saying Partnership Act unit number 2, is it? Partnership Act unit number 2, is it? Vanakamada, please tell me, is this what you're talking? I'm still saying I'll wait for others. Please tell me if you have any specific doubts, because now I will be covering more of doubts only. It can be anything, any topic. Okay, this I have noted already. Any other? I'll wait for 5 minutes. Any other doubts? Waiting for your message. I'll wait for 5 minutes maybe. That's it. Any topic? Any specific unit? Kiran says NI. Okay. Negotiable instruments is what she's saying. Kiran, the whole of negotiable instrument, please tell me the whole of negotiable or any part of it, or the whole of negotiable instrument. Please tell me. Both of this we'll do tomorrow on 28th. Tomorrow we will discuss both of these. The whole of negotiable and the whole of unit number 2 of Partnership Act. We will discuss this tomorrow. I still have 21st. One more day. Please ask me any doubts, any topic that you want to cover. I will cover it on 21st. Effect of novation, recession, alteration. Okay. Section number 62, Contract Act. Section number 62 and 63. Remission is not there. 62, Indian Contract Act. Okay. Noted. Corporate wheel. Okay. Noted. Please tell me the topics. I will cover everything that you say, but you have to tell me. Noted. Corporate wheel. Then, okay, whole negotiable. I'll do the whole negotiable. Fine. Okay. Any further topics? I will just wait 1 more minute. Any other specific topic that you think that, sir, I don't understand this. I want to revisit this. I want to discuss this. I am waiting. We have 2 more days. Tomorrow and the day after. Just 2 more days. And you need to tell me if there is anything that you want to help with. Because I will be discussing then these only. Or any maybe further important question which I feel that you should be doing, I'll cover that. So that is it. 30 seconds more. This is it. No further doubts. Only these topics you want to cover. Nothing in Sales of Goods Act. Nothing in LLP. Nothing in regulatory framework. SOGA third unit. Okay, I will cover it. Whatever you will say, I will cover. But you need to tell me. SOGA unit number 3. So I'll shift this upside. 62 ICA. 15 seconds more. 15 seconds more. Any more topic? So tomorrow on 20th, we will discuss this partnership unit number 2, the whole of Negotiation Act, and novation, remission, recession. Okay, we have one more topic, unpaid seller unit number 4. Okay, I'll discuss. You tell me and I will discuss it. SOGA unit number 4. Okay, taken. Fine. So we now have a layout that, sir, I'll take the photo of this. Photo taken. So tomorrow on 20th, we will be doing partnership unit number 2, the whole of it. We will be doing Negotiable Instrument Act, the whole of it, and the Contract Act 62 section. On 21st, we will do Corporate Wheel, SOGA unit number 3 and 4. Full-fledged writing practice 1 day. Yes, done. It will be taken care of. LLP name and change in name. See, general contents. The change in name was asked, section number 17 was asked in the previous attempt. It will not come again. So don't worry. Do not worry. It will not come again. Okay. change in name of liability was asked already in the previous attempt. It will not be asked again. So do not worry. With respect to writing practice, we will have a session specifically for writing practice. See, I'll show you this. I'll show you this. I'm not sure you know it or not. I'll also show you this on the writing practice day, that this is how you're supposed to present your answer. See, at the center of the page, I've written answer number 3A, conspicuously, clearly visible. You don't happen to use left hand side of the margin. You cannot use it. So on the front, I've written answer 3A. Then you can see the first, this is case study question. This is case study question. The first half of the answer, it is, I've written the heading relevant provision, which basically means which topic is getting attracted in the question, in the case study question. So this is how you start with your answer, relevant provision. You happen to write section number, the case law, the content of the section, everything in this paragraph. That is relevant provisions. Then you happen to write the second paragraph, fact of the case. That is basically you happen to give summary of the question. You don't write the whole question again. You just write summary of the question. And finally, the third paragraph, conclusion. Can you see this? That I've divided my whole answer in 3 parts. This is how you are supposed to present. This is how you're supposed to present your case study questions in the exams. And then you get happen to get good marks. Please also observe that I have underlined major places. I have underlined. Please see this. All the major points which were there part of my answer, I have underlined them. So this is what we are supposed to practice. So I'll keep one more day, like after the discussion of this that we were doing. After this, we will keep one more day, okay, for writing practice. Whereby what I'll do is, I'll make you click the photographs of your answers and make you send it to me. I will personally check it and give you the feedback. So we'll work on this mechanism for one of the lectures, that you happen to write the answer, send it to me somehow through a channel of Sheikh Sir, and I'll personally check it for you and revert, give the feedback that where you need improvement. Happy with this? Happy with this? Yes, Kiran. Yes. You have to present point wise. In a point wise, bullet wise answers are always preferable. Never big paragraphs. Never ever. Are we happy with this much? So tomorrow the agenda is clear already. 20th we have the clear agenda. 21st we have a clear agenda. General contents we have covered. Here unpaid seller. Here we are. Unpaid seller is covered already, sir. Don't worry. This is unpaid seller. It is covered already. That will be done on 21st. And then we'll have one more day in which we'll do writing practice. Are we happy with this much? Are we clear? Everything that you are saying will be taken care of along with writing practice. I hope we are clear. We are ending the session now. We are ending the session now. With this much, we shall meet tomorrow on 28th, covering these topics tomorrow, and remaining the remaining on 21st. Okay. Chalo, bye. We shall leave now. Bye and bye. Ending the lecture here.